Yo, what's up, y'all? As y'all can see on the screen, we're gonna react to everything you need to know about WELT before playing Honkai Star Rail. I'm very interested in this because, well, I play Star Rail, and WELT is from Honkai Impact 3rd, right? So, and everyone been telling me that he's like crazy in Honkai Impact. So, you know, I'm really like curious to see. Like in Honkai Star Rail, he's just like kind of like, you know, the grandpa. Like we all love him. Like you can't hate him. Like if you hate WELT, then like, damn, bro, you had something to get grandpas or something. Like he's so nice. Like he tells us, you know, some stories. You know, he tells us how everything is. Like I freaking love him. But let's see if I love him even more after this video.
If you never played Honkai Impact 3rd before, you might be very confused as to why people lose their minds over this plain-looking grandpa that is seemingly obsessed with making anime and going on space adventures with a bunch of kids.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
It's okay though, without knowing his backstory, well, comes out as a pretty strange guy. I even saw people saying that, and I quote, "He's ugly and I don't understand."
Nah, I actually like hear that a lot too. But like I never thought that. I actually think he looks fucking cool. Like, how would you say he's ugly? I think he looks so cool. I don't get it.
Anyone want to play as him? And to that, I'll have to borrow a quote from a certain individual known as Jesus.
Oh my God!
Forgive them, Father, for they do not know.
Bro, I just want to say that currently I'm at Honkai Impact. I'm at chapter 6, and I've reacted to every Honkai animation, so that's why I knew about her.
They are doing, or saying in this case. So, let me get my glasses and let Grandpa Homo Labs tell you youngsters a story.
Tell me.
A story about a hero who saved Earth countless times. A man that endured insurmountable obstacles and managed to rise to the challenge every time,
he looks younger here.
In the face of adversity, "I am WELT of humanity, and I stand against you, Dark Queen, as a warrior guardian of the human race."
Yo, he knows speeches, bro. They are
a bit corny, but even so,
I love it though.
But fangirl over this man whenever
I love corny shit like that.
It is no surprise that Hoyoverse chose him to be the one character from Honkai Impact 3rd to come over to Star Rail. We even have a meme in the Honkai community that WELT is just that way as a self-insert in the story. Anyway, here is everything you need to know about WELT Yang before you embark on your trailblazing journey with him.
Ain't no fucking way they're gonna hit us with that.
Dass alles unbegrenzt ist. Elegant, schön und stark. Ich kann mal so aussehen und ich kann auch mal so aussehen.
Egal mit Make-up oder ohne Make-up, bist du einfach perfekt, wie du bist.
Garnier Micellenreinigungswasser unterstützt den CSD Deutschland als offizieller Partner.
Remove your makeup.
Not your pride.
Alright.
Anti-entropy, aka WELT Yang, is a character with a very long
They've mentioned a lot of anti-entropy in like the first 6 chapters where I'm in currently.
We must learn about the man whose name he inherited, WELT Joyce. Throughout the history of human civilization, major Honkai incidents that lead to the deaths of thousands are referred to as Honkai eruptions. These are usually accompanied by the
I know like a little, but like I said, I'm at chapter 6, so I don't know that much.
Physical laws. In 1952, the first Honkai eruption took place in Berlin and took the lives of 300,000 people. Amidst the ruins of the disaster, a young man that didn't have any memories of his past was wandering around. Due to a special property
I thought like 50k or some shit.
The minds of the 300,000 deceased were absorbed into his Herrscher core and allowed the man to resist the influence of the Honkai, making it possible for him to become the first Herrscher.
Damn, he's gorgeous.
He was eventually found by a secret organization that combats the Honkai, known as Schicksal. After years of experimentation, he was transferred to the Schicksal's London division, where he met Mophead and Lobster, I mean Einstein and Tesla for the first time. He also got to know
Okay.
a scientist by the name of Elias Nokian Vartanen.
Okay.
There, the man was treated with kindness and respect, and Einstein even chose a name for him, WELT, which is German for world, and Joyce
Yeah.
after the Irish author James Joyce. In the
Okay.
time spent there,
So that's where
Welt
his name comes
catches
from.
the eye of Elias's son, a small and shy boy by the name of Joachim. Alas,
And that's
fate
Welt,
would
right?
soon turn its ugly gaze upon them.
Is
They
that emoji?
discovered that Schicksal was hiding many secrets and that Otto Apocalypse, the current overseer of the organization and a professional clown, had more important plans than fighting the Honkai. They
Okay,
also
okay,
discovered
yeah,
a
I've
weapon
heard
left
about
by a
that.
previous
That's why
civilization from
Anti-Entropy and
50,000
Schicksal like
years
split up,
ago,
right?
known as the previous era, that was wiped out by the Honkai. The weapon was called the Star of Eden, and it was made
Okay.
from the Herrscher core
Sounds very
of the
familiar.
previous era Herrscher of Earth, who had the power to control gravity and sunk an entire continent under the ocean. From that day
Damn,
onwards,
okay.
the Star of Eden became the signature weapon of the Herrscher of Reason.
Hey,
As
Bronya,
things escalated, a confrontation between Ado and Welt's group was imminent. Ado
Yona.
killed Elias and took over the body of a
Okay.
Valkyrie named Rihanna, causing a lot of havoc. Joyce, with very little time, managed to take control of his powers and fought back. Ado, who was pushed
Okay.
into a corner, decided to blow up the entire city of New York to make sure that no one who knew his secrets will
Okay,
live.
damn.
Joyce used his remaining powers to create a barrier and protect the city from the incoming nukes. He was
Okay,
successful,
just casually
but the
wiped out,
damage
like,
he
a whole city.
sustained was too much for his body. In his last moments,
Oh,
Joyce
it's-
entrusted his Herrscher core and name to the young Joachim, who lost both his
Oh.
father and his hero on that day. After those events,
Okay.
the Schicksal American branch renamed itself into Anti-Entropy, and Joachim, who now goes by the name Welt Yang, became the new
Hey, it's our
sovereign
boy
of the
Wow, let's
organization.
go! Second eruption. Oh shit.
In the year 2000, the second eruption gave birth to the Herrscher of the Void in Siberia. The
Yeah.
Herrscher
We
was
literally
a
just
girl
learned that in
named
chapter
Cyrene,
5.
who was a test subject in Schicksal's Babylon Tower. Anti-Entropy was forced to take action, and Welt engaged the Herrscher in a direct fight. He used all the might of human
Oh, so that's about second
civilization
eruption,
to
my
create a
God.
fleet of tanks, ships, aircrafts, and other weapons to stop Cyrene.
Holy shit,
I
he
think I
looks
should
good
mention
here.
that the Herrscher of Reason has the power to construct literally anything as long as the user has an understanding of that object's composition. Welt
Wait, is that
almost
just me or
victorious.
does that sound like OP as fuck? Is that just me? Like I'm kind of super, so like, you know, like, how? Wait, that's OP as fuck, right?
But Ado disguised himself and stopped Welt from dealing the final blow because he needed the Herrscher's powers for his goal. Cyrene escaped to
Okay.
the moon, where she got blessed with even more power from the wheel of Honkai and challenged Welt to a
shit.
final battle on the giant piece of cheese. Welt was like,
Damn, okay.
but knowing that he cannot win, he planned to blow up his own Herrscher core and take out both himself and Cyrene at the same time. In the end, he traveled to the moon together with Siegfried, one of
How did he
Schicksal's
survive that?
knights
He's still
and
alive,
Diana
right?
Taslana's
Holy
father.
shit.
Welt's plan ultimately failed, and Cyrene took his core before he can detonate it. Welt
Wait,
died,
yeah.
but in a true Sigma male fashion, he already
Okay.
had a plan in place even for this turn of events. Since the Herrscher of Reason's core can house human minds, he transferred
He's so
his
fucking big, bro.
consciousness
Oh,
into
shit,
the
wait, he
core
has it
right
there.
before his physical body died. Then, he waited
Oh.
for an opportunity to strike and used his powers to construct a new body for himself. With his intervention,
Okay.
the tides of the battle were turned against the Herrscher of the Void, and humanity emerged victorious.
Damn, okay.
In the following years, Welt took up the role of a substitute teacher at a university in America. One of his students was Murata Himeko, a young
Oh,
girl
right,
interested
right.
in studying the stars
I've heard
and
about
the
that a
galaxy.
lot too.
During that time, Himeko traveled to New Mexico to investigate some UFO sightings, and Welt accompanied her to keep her away from the truth.
Oh, she looks
since
so
those
young here.
alleged UFO sightings were actually tests that anti-entropy was doing in the area. Himeko's father, Murata Ryusuke, was a Shixel researcher who ran away from Aro and sought help from anti-entropy. He discovered the existence of a small and fluffy alien
Oh, what's
species
that?
called the Sugars, and even befriended one of them named Peppermint. The Sugars were hiding
Okay.
on Earth from
But they look
another
kinda
alien
cute.
civilization called the Sky People. The Sky People traveled
Okay,
to
the Sky
different
People.
worlds to harvest Honkai energy, causing destruction in the process. In an attempt to combat one of Sky People's vanguard stones that was approaching Earth, Welt and Ryusuke boarded a rocket and flew into space. After dealing with it, Ryusuke suddenly started monologuing about humanity's potential and revealed his true intention. He wanted to steal Welt's Herrscher powers to fulfill
Oh,
his
hell
plan and free
nah.
humanity from this planet. Ryusuke killed Peppermint
Oh,
and took over his
nah.
powers. With some help from the Sugars, Whelp defeated Ryusuke and
Hey,
put
of
an
course
end
he
to his
did, bro.
madness. The Sugars, although grateful
Yo,
to
he
Welt
was
for
really
saving
OP as
them,
fuck. He
decided
just
to
did like
leave this
that.
world since their existence has been discovered. Himeko, who was kept in the dark, gave up on her studies and joined Shixel as a Valkyrie to investigate what really happened
okay.
to her father. Unlike
Oh, no,
Himeko,
that was fine,
you don't
that's
have to
right.
join a secret military organization to learn more about the Honkai. All you need to do is subscribe to this channel
Okay,
and give
yeah,
this video
okay.
a thumbs up if you
That
enjoyed
was
it.
good. That was
Thank
good.
you.
That was unexpected.
Not much
Anti-entropy
happens during
invasion.
this time. Welt is hiding and poses as a teacher at Saint Freya, a Valkyrie school built by Teresa Apocalypse in the Far East.
Right.
In the meantime, Cocolia, another
not
anti-entropy
Cocolia.
agent, tries to take advantage of Welt's
PTSD
access
kicking
and
in.
take over the organization using a clone of Welt, Joyce.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, Welt reveals his identity and easily defeats the clone created by Cocolia,
Hey,
proving
damn,
that
bro.
no fake can ever match him.
Hey, let's go, Tom. I came back third.
In the events of the game, Welt and Einstein made multiple experiments involving the Sea of Quanta, which is the strange dimension that exists in between different worlds. One
Sea
day,
of
they
Quanta.
come into contact with a powerful entity known as the Serpent, who wanted to escape into reality. To prevent that, Welt sealed himself inside the Sea of Quanta to make sure that the Serpent will not escape. After the reawakening
Wait, so he
of
just
the Herrscher
sacrificed
of the
himself
Void,
again?
Cocolia and her forces retreated to the Deep End, an underwater city left behind by the people of the
Wait, that's
previous
cool.
era. There, they were attacked by Shixel forces, and left without options, Cocolia asked Teresa, Einstein, and Tesla for help. After a big turn of events, Bronya ends
Wait,
up
what is wrong
jumping
with
into the
Bronya?
Sea of Quanta and meets Joachim, a kid
Oh.
version of Welt who has prepared a set of trials for
Okay,
her.
so that's
After
how-
Bronya cleared them,
Okay.
Joachim deemed her as a worthy successor to the Herrscher of Reason's powers.
Hey,
and
okay,
passed
so
the
that's how
torch
it
to her.
happened.
They eventually meet the Serpent, who turned out to be Kevin Kaslana.
Well, it's
one
not really spoilers for me because I'm not there yet. Because like you can already see the battle suits. I knew she's like Herrscher of Reason, Herrscher of also. Like just knowing like that, like it's not that big of a deal.
the heroes of the previous era who fought the Honkai 50,000
Okay.
years ago. Bronya was
Wait,
speaking
what
of
did
the
they say?
previous
Who's that?
Pit the Serpent, who turned out to be Kevin Kaslana, one of the
Okay.
heroes of the previous era who fought the Honkai 50,000 years ago.
previous era.
Bronya was quickly defeated, but Welt, who stored his consciousness inside the core again, recreates his body and saves her. In the end, they
Okay.
were unable to stop the Serpent's escape, but managed
Hey,
to
of
safely return
course.
to reality. Welt wants to let Bronya take over the core of reason and offers to
Hey.
teach her how to use the
Damn, she
Herrscher of
looks so
Reason's
cool.
powers properly.
Okay. Oh shit! Ain't no way another
Weiße
ad.
Schokolade, Kokosnuss und Mangosoße für den Tag.
Nach den Tropen wagen wir es? Skihütte!
Finden Sie Ihren perfekten Flug.
Okay, iPhone.
After the Honkai was sealed on the moon, Welt opened up an animation studio where he worked on multiple projects, the
That's where it
most
started.
notable one being Arahato, a mecha anime that he started a few decades ago to get some funding for anti-entropy.
That's cool.
One day, Shixel sent a squad formed by Raiden May, Carol Peppers, and Mr. Paycheck to Saint Fontaine. Their mission was to find and rescue Welt Yang, who disappeared in the city a few days prior. Saint Fontaine was facing an unprecedented crisis.
Right, I feel like AFO takes place after everything on Honkai Impact 3rd. It's like 8 years after everything Honkai Impact 3rd. Like it's in the future or something, right?
Humans, the city was full of strange mechanical creatures that turned out to be the Sky People, who were brought to Earth by Void Archives, a sentient divine key from the previous era, to get rid of the Honkai on the moon. I know, it sounds really complicated, but don't beat your head around it too much. After they've dealt with the threat of the Sky People, Welt and Void Archives infiltrated one of the Sky People's
But it's probably normal that I don't get everything.
There, they found out that the Sky People are targeting Himeko, but not Himeko from Honkai Impact 3rd that Welt knew. Instead, it's another Himeko from a different world, Honkai Star Rail Himeko. Being the hero that he is, Welt wanted to save her, but first, somebody needed to save him from the Sky People's ship. Luckily, the Sugars were nearby, and they didn't forget Welt's kindness, so they saved and brought both him and Void Archives back
that looked kind
to
of cute.
From there, we don't really know how Welt made it to Himeko and the Astral Express. We only have this dialogue from Himeko in which she says that she found Welt and his friend, who is most likely Void Archives since they refer to him as a he, while visiting a world called Salsoto in a mission from Herta to look for a material called Candace Glass. Most likely, after returning to Earth, Welt found a way to travel to Himeko's world, and since then, he's been stuck on the Astral Express searching for a way back home. Thankfully, his spirit and youthful vigor haven't changed,
that was his first interest. I actually really liked that.
Set of adventures through the galaxy while guiding a new generation of youngsters.
I instantly knew he's like
OP
as fuck.
I mean, it's not like he has a wife and a child waiting for him back home.
Wait, he does? He has a, he's a dad?
You could say that
he's actually a dad?
Buy some milk.
No. Wait, okay. Wait, so he's actually a dad. Wait, okay, that's funny. That's it. Hey, okay. Alright. Damn, yeah, like, dang, okay. I'm so glad I watched this video now, because I've been waiting for so long, but I just, like, want to post a reaction now about it. Like, yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, I actually, like, really liked, like I said, Welt before. Like, he's actually the most wanted center character that I want. Like, I really like his design, you know, his effects are, like, so fucking cool. Like, I just, like, really like him, but, like, now I like him even more. Like, I can't lie, like, this shit, wait, where was it? Like, his, like, epic-ass speech, I can't really find it. Well, like, epic as fuck, I can't lie. Like, I love corny shit like that, you know? Man. Actually, like, here's about second eruption, right? I can't, I already, like, forgot most of it. But I guess that's great, because, I want to read second eruption on stream. So, yeah. Damn. Great video. Like and subscribe. Okay, y'all, if y'all enjoyed my reaction, please make sure to like and sub, you know, and join the Discord below in the description. It's like about Honkai Star Rail, Genshin, Honkai Impact, of course. You know, Honkai Impact is like most about my channel, so you know, you're probably gonna be interested in that. I react to like every animation and previews, trailers, and yeah, see y'all next time.